India's first ever plug-in hybrid is launching this year. BYD, MG, Jetour, they're all coming. And yet most people still can't tell the difference between a regular hybrid and a plug-in hybrid. If you are one of them, this video is definitely for you. Let's fix that right now. Every single hybrid car, no matter the brand, no matter the price, has two things in common: a petrol engine and an electric motor. Those two work together to move the car. Now, the way they work together and whether you can charge the battery from the outside, that is what separates one hybrid from another. Let's start with what's actually on sale in India today. The Toyota Hyryder, the Innova Hycross, the Maruti Grand Vitara, the new Maruti Victoris. These are all strong hybrids, also called HEVs. You cannot plug in any of these. The battery charges itself through two ways: regenerative braking, which means every time you slow down, the car recovers energy, and the second, the petrol engine itself, which charges the battery while it runs. Now, here's something most people don't realize. The battery in a strong hybrid is actually very small. The Hyryder and Grand Vitara have a battery of around 0.8 to 1.1 kilowatt hours. The Innova Hycross is slightly larger at around 1.5 kilowatt hours. Now, put that into perspective, even the most basic electric scooters on Indian roads today have bigger batteries than these cars. The battery in a strong hybrid is not designed to store a lot of energy. It's designed to just assist. It helps the car run on electric power at low city speeds, recovers energy when you brake, and reduces how hard the petrol engine has to work. That is where the efficiency comes from. Now, in city traffic at low speeds, the car runs purely on electric power. Silently, no petrol burning. The moment you need more power, overtaking highway speeds, the petrol engine joins in. The result is outstanding fuel efficiency. That is why the Hyryder gives you around 25 to 27 kilometers per liter in real world conditions. And for an SUV, that's remarkable. But here's what you need to understand clearly. A strong hybrid is still a petrol car at its core. You never plug it in, you never charge it at home. You are saving fuel, yes, but you are not running on electricity. Every single kilometer still needs petrol. Now let's talk about what's coming. The plug-in hybrids, the PHEVs. India has 0 PHEVs on sale right now, but MG is starting the game by launching their Starlight 560 on 16th of July, and by the end of this year, the BYD Sealion, the Jetour T2 will also be launched around Diwali. And this technology is a massive step up from anything India has ever seen before. The biggest difference? The battery. PHEV has a dramatically larger battery than a strong hybrid. Remember the Hyryder's 0.8 kilowatt hour battery? The BYD Sealion has an 18.3 kilowatt hour battery. That is around 16 to 17 times bigger. The MG Starlight 560 comes with a 20.5 kilowatt hour battery. The Jetour T2 packs in a massive 39 kilowatt hour battery. By the way, if you are as excited about this shift as I am Anand, and this is Viral Beans Electric. Hit subscribe right now, because we are going to be all over every single one of these launches the moment they happen. This is why PHEVs can do what strong hybrids simply cannot, because you can charge that battery at home overnight just like an EV. You wake up every morning with a full charge. You drive to work, drop the kids, run errands, all on electricity. No petrol, no fuel cost. The Sealion gives you up to 140 kilometers of pure electric range on a full charge. The Starlight 560 gives you around 125 kilometers. The Jetour T2 with that huge battery gives over 160 kilometers of pure electric range. For most people in Indian cities, that covers the entire week without even touching petrol. And then on the weekend, you want to drive to Dehradun, Lonavala or Coorg, the petrol engine kicks in. No range anxiety. No hunting for charges on the highway. The Sealion has a total range of over 1200 kilometers combining electric and petrol. You just drive. Now, within PHEVs, there are actually 3 different ways the petrol engine and electric motor can work together. And this is actually where it gets interesting. The first type is the parallel hybrid. Here, both the petrol engine and the electric motor physically drive the wheels at the same time. They work in parallel together. You get strong performance and good efficiency because you're using both power sources simultaneously. The Jetour T2 launching in India later this year uses this kind of a setup. The second type is the series hybrid. Here, the petrol engine never drives the wheels at all. Its only job is to act as a generator. It produces electricity which charges the battery, which then powers the electric motor, which drives the car. So even though there's a petrol engine on board, the driving experience is completely like an EV. Smooth, silent, and that instant torque. The petrol engine is just your safety net, generating power in the background. The MG Starlight 560 probably uses this architecture. Now, the third type and the most advanced is the series parallel hybrid. Now, this one is intelligent. It switches automatically between series and parallel modes depending on what the situation demands. In the city at low speeds, it runs like a series hybrid, pure electric petrol engine generating power in the background. On the highway at higher speeds, it switches to the parallel mode. The petrol engine locks directly into the wheels for maximum efficiency. No driver input needed. The car figures it out by itself. Now, this is exactly what BYD's DMI technology does. This technology powers the upcoming Seal U. In regular city driving, it behaves like a pure EV. On the highway, it becomes a parallel hybrid for maximum efficiency. And with that 18.3 kilowatt-hour blade battery and a full tank, as I said before, BYD claims over 1,200 kilometers of total range. Now that is Delhi to Jodhpur and back without stopping to charge or refuel. Chalo, let's bring it all together. Strong hybrid, high rider, Innova High Cross, Grand Vitara. Tiny 0.8 to 1.5 kilowatt-hour battery. No plug, charges itself, great mileage, but still fully dependent on petrol. Plug-in hybrid, 18 to 39 kilowatt-hour battery. Charge at home, drive electric for your entire daily commute, petrol only for long trips. Three types, parallel like the Jetour 2, series like the MG Starlight 560, and series parallel like the BYD Seal U, which is the most advanced of all three. If you drive mostly in the city but occasionally do long trips, a PHEV is honestly the perfect car for India right now. You get the running costs of an EV for your daily commute and the freedom of a petrol car for whenever you need it. The PHEV revolution in India is literally months away. I'm Anand, and on Viral Beans Electric, we are going to be covering every single launch, every test drive, and every comparison as it happens. If this video helped you understand hybrids better, hit that subscribe button because honestly, you haven't seen anything yet.